Does not help Cinna and Agent's case. One, they kind of played into it.
Is it weird if I say that I wanted to be the throat goat, but...
That's so...
Why would you say that?
Two, they never married. Let's not act like you don't act a certain way around Duke Dennis, overly sexualizing him and playing into some of these tropes that are laid out there.
First.
Everybody got their top.
I think that your audience is a reflection.
She didn't do nothing
In this community, but what I do see in other communities is that people can make content boy and girl and not get the same sort of reaction.
Cat, I don't want to hear no more. I don't want to hear no more. What's good, y'all? So in this video, I'm going to be reacting to Cinna is fed up with the internet. It is an Almizi video. I've never watched like a Cinna, like her stream. I've watched her and Agent together. But I'm going to be honest, I haven't even watched that many streams of them. So I don't know that much about her. I just know that they're cool and people like were saying they were messing with each other, you know? Yeah, that's about it. So I wonder why she's upset. Is it because of the relationship stuff or what? Let's just get into it.
People are like, oh, you slept with this person, did you, or whatever. And I'm like, for me, I just don't want that to be attached to my name because I did not have any relations with my friends. Do you know what I mean?
The plight of the woman streamer. The situation is getting out of hand and people need to talk about it. Over the past couple of months, one of the biggest stream collaborations has been Cinna and Agent. And hell, even Cinna herself in her own ascension has been something to be studied. But a lot of people would argue that it's because she was linked to Agent she had such a meteoric rise. They even got nominated at the Streamy Awards for Best Collab Stream. Last year, Cinna Britt saw her rise start, and with that rise, she decided to partner with some of the creators in the WL space, and that led her to crossing paths with another rising streamer, Agent 00, and they linked each other in what seemed to be content matrimony.
What the hell is you hitting?
That's what you get. Don't ever talk to me like that again.
Cinna, stop hitting me.
You came in there and you yelled at me.
You're yapping. It's not a goddamn yapping.
Oh, God.
Now, naturally, with any boy-girl pairing, or hell, even girl-girl pairing, or maybe even boy-boy pairing these days, there's going to be a subsection of people who are going to
ship everybody. You see anybody, I've gone on TikTok and seen the edits. They can make anybody look like they in love, to be completely honest. You put the velocity edit with the right music and catch somebody looking at each other whole time, like in real time, it won't, none of that, but they can make it look like that.
Fixate on the fact that there is some sort of intimate and romantic connection between
Look at them, look. Some people take that right there and be like, yeah, they want each other. That longing, desire, just be extra. You know, I honestly could, but I don't know. I don't go straight to
Now, I will say this, and this does not help Cinna and Agent's case. One, they kind of played into it.
Is it weird if I say that I wanted to be the throat goat, but...
That's so...
Why would you say that?
Two, they never squashed it. From the beginning, it probably should have been established that, hey, we are not in some sort of relationship. And all of this, what we have to remember, is coming off of Agent doing those streams with Jalan, who they did a whole dating series, and that situation ended up messy, and now we can't find Jalan to save our lives. But literally, this precedent had been set that anytime Agent was on stream with a woman, that they were romantically linked in some way, shape, form, or fashion. And so now when the fans start to make edits shipping Agent and Cinna, it probably would have been the best idea to kind of go ahead and squash some of those things, but they didn't in the beginning. Now,
what did I say? My folks was making them edits
on behind closed doors has reached a head, and now it's turned into full-on harassment from the audience members to Cinna, and she's tired of it.
Yesterday, I had a bunch of people that were tweeting me, being like, oh, you hoe, like, you this, you that, and to me, that's not cool, especially when, like, I am not with anybody like that, and I've never been with that person like that. Do you know what I mean?
Remember when I said Cinna and Agent should have been nipping this stuff in the bud before? Now, I'm not saying that it's okay that these platforms are doing this, but now, because they didn't do it, it leads to these people clipping things out of context for the sake of getting an ad off for steak on Twitter.
But I thought that they did. Didn't they say they was like, they did like a, what's it called? A lie detector test and like said I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I don't watch them enough. I saw the lie detector test though.
or just pushing their false narratives.
I did not have any relations with my friends. Do you know what I mean? And that person is my friend, and I want it to be that way. You know, at this point, it's being dragged. Like, it's just being dragged.
Cinna is now to the point where she's threatening legal action, saying that she's going to contact her lawyers to take down anybody spreading any misinformation, misleading people, and putting any steak ads, which, Elon, address the steak ads. But anybody putting...
Elon doesn't care. Elon is a super villain. Understand that. He made a car look like a lopsided pentagon. That shit ugly. He just gives them vibes.
her in her relationships with Agent, Silky, any other male content creators. And I've got to say, this response is well warranted because for the past couple of months now, hell, since she's linked up with the WL community, it's been nothing but shipping her, putting her in nasty lights that aren't even necessary, making her the sexual object of the male desire in the WL community. I mean, they've made these gooning edits with Silky. Like, have y'all seen some of this stuff?
It's doing good.
I will allow this one yacht, and that's it.
Don't lean back, Silky.
Wait, hold on, look.
Why are you replaying it?
Was that always
Silky?
there?
I will allow this one yacht, and that's it. No.
You picked up the laptop?
And I get it. I know people are going to say that she's playing into it, he's playing into it, this is just the content. But then it turns into people taking just regular pictures of her being on stream, dressed to partake in stream activities, wearing fucking Fabletics gear, and turning her into something that she's not, like participating in hoe culture. Now, I will say it's a double-edged sword because in half of it, she is participating in it. But to the other half, people are taking it to the farthest extremes, like super far extremes. And this is parasocial mixed with weird, mixed with addiction, and ultimately everybody that's behind the computer screen should have something better to do than talk about these fake relationships that go on.
This is completely unrelated, and I don't know why I'm about to mention it, but I'm trying to I'm gonna get my hair done next week, right? And I'm trying to do something like crazy. So I don't know if I want to do all of my hair like this blonde color. Like what? That might be crazy. I'm trying to see. It's really close to my skin color. Like, will I look stupid? I kind of think it'll look pretty. I don't know. Or I want to do like a chocolate brown, like type of look.
The WL community. A lot of men have these ideas of women that say, oh, well, why are y'all worried about this celebrity's relationship and that celebrity's relationship? When the whole time they are worried about celebrities' relationships, they're just different celebrities. They're your favorite streamers. It's not just in this situation. Like I mentioned earlier, Jalon has had to deal with some of these situations directly regarding Agent, and also Connie has.
But the Jalon thing, they were actually together. So that's one thing I could say. It just seems like, to me, it just seemed like Cinna and Agent were friends. I don't know what they did in private time, but I don't know. It just didn't give that vibe.
When it comes to being a streamer, having people talk about her body or how ugly she is, or talk about what they would do to her, etc., etc.
Who ugly? Who out of them women were ugly?
And the same thing with Kalani Rogers. Now, all of these women are different in their own regards, and how they handle the situation differently is different in and of itself. But the problem is the overarching theme of why are we over-sexualizing these content creators? Now, I am sitting here seemingly spinning a lot of the blame to the audience members and their parasocial relationships with their favorite content creators. I do have to say that the creators do play a part in this. Hell, seemingly making content out of their relationships, whether there be a lack thereof, or whether there be this fake shipping, or maybe there's something actually to it. Making this sort of content based off of this and egging on the joke only leads to many people continuing down the ideology and thought process as to why this stuff happens, or as to what's going on, or putting these people in these fake relationships. And nastily, it ultimately leads to the over-sexualization of these people, but it is a byproduct that is only egged on by the content creators themselves.
Have you had interactions with Cinna? No.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That's what I thought it was about, is the video. But I didn't know.
Alright, you flying.
I reacted to this, by the way, if you guys want to check that out, okay?
Maybe ask that one more.
Have you had sexual interactions with Cinna?
I thought you said you weren't gonna lie.
Now, the outcome of these actions is going to be pretty clear to me, is that they're going to have to stop making content. I don't want that to happen. I don't think a lot of people want that to happen, because people should be able to do what they want to do, but it's getting pretty grotesque. And even though I do feel as if Agent and Cinna are trying to get away from this over-sexualized content, she was just on his whole weight loss marathon stream, and I don't think that there was anything sexual coming out of it. It seems as though the joke has gone to a whole nother level, that even if they aren't the ones perpetuating the joke, it's going to find itself at their front doorstep, regardless as to what's going on. Now, it cannot go understated that both creators have openly admitted to being involved in clip farming and using this whole relationship trope as a clip.
Yo.
You gifted me 100, Sam.
And so I can see why a lot of people would take things to a certain degree, but honestly, I'm on Cinna's side. It is.
But how was that? That gave y'all, like, they was in a relationship? That gave joking with your friend. Like, I don't know. I feel like she would have ran, gave him a hug, and did all that extra stuff if it
has gone too far at this point. Now, nothing they've ever done really has suggested any sort of romantic relationship, talked about them dating. I mean, this is totally different than the Jalon streams that I'm referring to. But what I can say is there seems to be some sort of tension that they're playing into, or some sort of underlying, relations that they have going on that they know exists only because it strokes the fans' ego, but they have to play into it because it's good for the bit. But when the bit bites back and it becomes too much, how do you then tell the audience, where you've played into the joke for these past couple of months, that they need to stop going on with it? And it just makes it much, much harder when not only are your fans doing it, not only are you doing it, but the people surrounding you, the people that are watching, they've created parasocial relationships about too.
Cinna unplugged the Wi-Fi network from him.
Stop doing that shit. Like, you can't let Cinna just take it over your life, nigga.
Small jokes become big jokes. And then when we see content creators like Deshae Frost blur the lines between what is supposed to be content and making it...
I reacted to, like, Cameron's video about Deshae being freaky, and deleted it because Cameron had to re-upload because his video got taken down for, like, it being too much. Like, Deshae's content was too much. But then I was like, why is Deshae's content still up? But people that are clipping it get their video taken down. So just to avoid any strike, I took that down. I'm not gonna lie, I just took it down before anything happened.
Into reality, and all the other people that sit on that side of the internet by literally having sex with these content creators and admitting it on stream, and then passing around diseases, and then only verifying the actions that they're doing on stream. It puts validity to any and everybody that is seen with somebody being in a relationship. Now, I know that that's the most immature way to think about it, but we got to remember who we're dealing with. We're dealing with the youth here. I don't expect them. One of the reasons why women probably won't succeed in the WL community, it's a plethora of things. It's multifaceted. We can talk about the parasocial relationships all day long, but if we never assess the content that's being created itself, then I don't think we'll ever get to the real meat and potatoes of the situation. I look at a tweet from Mari that says something along the lines of, these streamers have ruined y'all's way of socializing with women. Why are y'all calling every woman y'all speak to huz and talking about gats and stuff like that? And I do believe that there's some validity to what she's saying. I believe that there's a subsection of young men that are growing up speaking to women and memes and internet clips and stuff like that. But Mari, let's not act like you don't act a certain way around Duke Dennis, overly sexualizing him and playing into some of these tropes that are laid out there for you.
That's real small, and my eyesight not doing. Hold on, let me get real close. Twitch streamer Mari couldn't stop smiling when Duke Dennis walked into. How would she sexualize him because she was smiling? Are we straight? It has to be more than that.
That you could quite easily ignore, but fall in line anyway.
How long you been streaming? When you get home? When you
30 minutes.
So you just coming in, you come say, hey, no nothing.
Everybody got their top.
I think that your audience is a reflect.
She didn't do nothing. All right, we've lost the plot completely. Cause what? Cause she started smiling. Don't she have a boyfriend? She might thought Duke was cute and didn't want to say nothing. She won't like, ooh, I jump on him and do that. What?
Standing on that point for a long time. So if you have an audience that is very anti this, racist that, you know, really nasty when somebody comes on stream, that's probably because you allow it, you condone it, and you make content based on it. If you have an audience that is pro men and anti women, or pro women anti men, then that's because you create content like that. If you have an audience that is very frugal with their spending, it's probably because you created that audience. Like-minded people hang around like-minded people. So if you want to see your audience change,
Or mofos just get on stuff and start hating. People hate watch. I have a very loyal hate watcher that will come on my videos and comment some bull crap, talking about, I don't know, just it's gonna be bull crap. You can probably find them in a lot of the comments. I promise you. And I think it's funny, cause what? What? You would not catch me in nobody's comments hating on them, huh? I am a busy person, bro. Like, I have a lot to do, a lot to get done with my life, very much focused. Bored people go on people's videos that they don't like and go and comment stuff. You need to get a life, get a job, something, I don't know, but do something with your life, buddy. Get in a relationship, something. Gosh. But for real, there do be like haters be in them comments too, okay?
You yourself is probably going to have to change your content. Now, with
Completely
that being said, I'm
opposite of
not
you.
condoning any of these things that are going on in this community. But what I do see in other communities is that people can make content boy and girl and not get the same sort of reaction.
Cat, I don't want to hear no more. I don't want to hear no more, because that's not true. I done seen the is it poggers? Is that offensive? I don't know. Whatever. I've seen that community. Same stuff happens. I've seen on TikTok, Fanita, the people she be around. The I don't know what's that community called. I don't know. The Bretman Rocks, the Quinn Blackwells. I don't know. I've seen it happen with anybody. Genuinely. Like, somebody can literally have a friend, not do nothing, whatever. It's just two attractive people, and people cannot fathom how they could not be with each other or have done anything with each other. So no, that's just a lie. But anyways, I mean, I do feel bad, especially, you know, new content creators, I guess. Like, once they see an uptick in viewership, likes, money, and they're like, oh, well, this is getting the money, and then they might feed into it, and then they're like, at a later date, they're like, okay, well, I don't like the attention I was getting. I feel bad because they're young and they made a mistake, and sometimes on social media, your mistakes haunt you for a long time. But yeah, I feel like it's just gonna be an adjustment period. I don't know how I don't know if you can sue people that make posts and it actually do anything, because people can make different accounts or whatever. I don't know, but I don't know. I hope she gets it together and, you know, finds a solution. But yeah. Anyways, y'all tell me what you think. Y'all like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok. See y'all in the next one.